And I remember we used to look at Shinobi Ninja like, yo, those guys are crushing. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then the stickers everywhere. Like, you guys have, like, I don't know, the vision and all that. Like, you definitely, how'd you see all that vision so early?
I mean, I feel like a lot of it is just like the way it lined up. I mean, just the way that I met you, I feel like almost like it's like Saved by the Bell. And then like Saved by the Bell, like they had the original Saved by the Bell, right? Which we all know with
Zach,
Lisa Turtle,
right.
and these people, right?
Right.
And then they came out with the Saved by the Bell, the new cast.
Right.
Now I didn't know who any of these people were. They had some dude that looked like Zach. He was supposed to be Zach, but his name was something else.
Yeah.
Some dude that's supposed to be like Screech,
Slater,
who's like
yeah,
funny.
right.
Yeah, no, a muscle dude that's supposed to be like Slater, but I don't really know who this dude is. But I feel like for us, like we were like, it was a Saved by the Bell. And even talking about my homie Lewis and different people that are blowing up now, right?
We're from Progressive.
We're from
the
this
studio.
time, right?
Yeah.
And so like, how did that happen? Like that's like the organic nature of the universe that just happened to put us together. But I think the rad thing and why we here now is because, like you said, that humble nature of like, we actually weren't like about something dark. Like we were actually about like creativity and like, so then when you see your homies that you already knew, the bridge is not burnt. You didn't burn like 35 bridges where like everybody hates you from back in the day.
Right.
Like you actually still be like, everybody's, and when we see each other and everybody's doing their own things, you're like, yo, but I went to school with that person. Like that person was in my class. Like I even remember Chrisette Michelle. Like I went to music conservatory in Five Towns, right? So Chrisette Michelle was in my class. We would do sight singing, sight reading, like all music shit, right? And nobody was nobody back then. Like nobody was nobody. But I always remember that name, Chrisette Michelle, because she was in my class. So when the teacher would come and read, like, is Dave Aaron here? I'm here. Is Chrisette Michelle here? Be like, all right, so I know there's somebody named Chrisette Michelle, right? She's not my super homie, but we would know each other. I was never mean to anybody, but I was doing my own thing. But then I started to hear that name, and then I started to see her blowing up, and I was like, that was that girl that was in my class.
Interesting.
You know what I mean? And so, like, that's Atlas. That's Baby G. Like,
Right.
when I first got together with Baby G, right? She was on TRL. Like, we right around the corner from the studio, right?
I remember,
So we're in the studio, and we're writing our songs, right? And then our friend is dancing with the #1 artist with the #1 song in the world on TRL. And that's a big difference. Like that's a large difference to be like, yo, I'm writing a song, and another thing would be like, yo, my homie's around the block, like at the top of her profession. But these are the people that were together, and then like, of course, and Ryan Leslie was talking about this, that people never stay where they are.
Right.
It's human nature to want to rise up for yourself, to do more, whatever it is that you're doing, to have more of it, right? So you're always gonna see your homies grow.